The 3,000-mile oil change rule wasn't always a scam. Back in the 1970s, it was legitimate advice. Engines were dirty, oil was terrible, filters were weak. Changing your oil every 3,000 miles actually made sense. But then, something changed. By the 1990s, engines got cleaner. By the 2000s, synthetic oil could last 3 times longer. By 2010, oil filters had triple the capacity. Engineers started writing 7,500 to 10,000 miles in owner's manuals. The technology had evolved. The old rule was obsolete. But the stickers stayed at 3,000 miles. Because oil change shops realized something. If your car actually needs an oil change every 7,500 miles, but they can convince you to come in every 3,000 miles, they just gave themselves 2.5 times more business. And that's exactly what they did. My friend followed those stickers for 10 years. She thought she was being responsible. She spent $4,200 on oil changes. Then I showed her what her owner's manual actually said. Change oil every 7,500 miles. She'd been getting her oil changed 2.5 times more often than necessary. $2,800 thrown away. Today, I'm going to show you why the 3,000-mile rule is the most profitable lie in the automotive industry, and what your car actually needs. This is True Cost Auto. Let's talk about the $2,000 mechanics are making off a myth, why they kept the old rule. Here's how the scam works now. You get your oil changed. The shop puts a sticker on your windshield that says, "Next oil change due at current mileage plus 3,000. 3 months later, you hit that mileage. You go back, they change your oil again, another sticker. Another 3,000 miles. You think you're being responsible. You're following the sticker. You're taking care of your car. But nobody ever told you to look at your owner's manual. And your owner's manual, the book written by the engineers who designed your actual car, says something completely different. Most cars made after 2010 recommend oil changes every 7,500 to 10,000 miles with synthetic oil. Some newer cars go 15,000 miles between changes. So why does every oil change shop still tell you 3,000 miles when they know it's outdated? Because that's how they make money. A $50 oil change becomes $125 per year in unnecessary services. Multiply that by 10 years, and they just made an extra $750 off you per car for doing absolutely nothing your car needed. Quick lube chains didn't build billion-dollar empires by telling customers the truth. They built them by keeping outdated stickers on windshields. It's brilliant, it's profitable, and it's completely legal. Because technically, changing your oil more often than necessary doesn't hurt anything, except your wallet. They're not breaking your car, they're just breaking your bank account. What actually changed? Let me show you exactly what changed between 1975 and now, and why the old rule doesn't apply anymore. 1970s engines. Carburetors dumped extra fuel into the oil, burned oil regularly, created tons of contaminants, got dirty fast. Modern engines, fuel injected and efficient, sealed systems, minimal oil burning, produce far fewer contaminants. Oil stays cleaner longer. 1970s oil, conventional petroleum base, broke down after 3,000 miles, lost protective properties quickly, couldn't handle heat well. Modern synthetic oil, engineered molecules, lasts 7,500 to 10,000 miles easily, maintains viscosity and protection, handles extreme temperatures. 1970s oil filters, small capacity, paper media, clogged quickly, couldn't handle long intervals. Modern oil filters, 3 times the capacity, advanced synthetic media, filter more dirt for longer, designed for extended intervals. Everything changed. The cars got better, the oil got better, the filters got stronger, but the stickers stayed the same. Not because mechanics didn't know, they knew. The information was right there in every owner's manual they printed. They just chose profit over honesty. Ist drauf von what your car actually needs. Here's what modern cars actually require for oil change intervals. Most cars 2010 and newer with synthetic oil, 7,500 to 10,000 miles. Some newer luxury cars, 2018 and up, 10,000 to 15,000 miles. Older cars, 2000 to 2010 with conventional oil, 5,000 to 7,500 miles. How do you know what your car needs? Open your owner's manual. Turn to the maintenance schedule section. It will say exactly how many miles between oil changes. Not the quick lube shop, not the dealer, not the sticker on your windshield. Your owner's manual. Let me show you real examples. 2020 Honda Civic. Owner's manual says 7,500 miles or 12 months with synthetic oil. 2019 Toyota Camry. Owner's manual says 10,000 miles or 12 months with synthetic oil. 2021 Ford F-150. Owner's manual says 10,000 miles with synthetic oil. 2018 Chevrolet Silverado. Owner's manual says 7,500 miles with synthetic oil. These aren't exotic cars. These are the most popular vehicles in America. And none of them need oil changes every 3,000 miles. But here's where mechanics trick you again. There are two maintenance schedules. Normal schedule for regular driving. This is the 7,500 to 10,000 mile interval. Severe schedule for harsh conditions. This is the shorter interval, sometimes as low as 3,000 to 5,000 miles. And this is their next line of defense when you challenge them. The severe service trick. When you question the 3,000-mile interval, here's what mechanics say. Well, you're probably under severe service conditions, so you need more frequent changes. And then they list what counts as severe: frequent short trips under 10 miles, lots of idling, dusty conditions, towing or hauling heavy loads, extreme temperatures, stop-and-go traffic. You read that list and think, I do some of those things. I guess I'm severe service. Here's what they don't tell you. Even under severe service, most manufacturers recommend 5,000 to 7,500 miles, not 3,000. Check your owner's manual. It will list both schedules. The severe schedule is still longer than 3,000 miles for most modern cars. Real severe service means you're a delivery driver doing 50 short trips per day. You're towing a 7,000-pound trailer up mountains every weekend. You're driving on unpaved roads for your job every single day. If you have a normal commute, even if it's short, even if you sit in traffic, you're not severe service. You're normal service with maybe one extra oil change per year at most. Don't let them scare you into doubling your oil changes because you drive 15 minutes to work. The cost breakdown. Let me show you exactly what this outdated rule cost you. Scenario 1. Following the 3,000-mile myth. Average mileage per year, 12,000 miles. Oil changes per year at 3,000-mile intervals. 4. Cost per oil change, $50. Annual cost, $200. Scenario 2. Following your owner's manual at 7,500 miles. Average mileage per year, 12,000 miles. Oil changes per year at 7,500-mile intervals. 1 to 2. Let's say 2 to be safe. Cost per oil change, $50. Same quality oil. Annual cost, $100. Annual savings, $100. Over 10 years of ownership, $1,000 saved. But it gets worse if you drive more. If you're driving for work, say you commute long distance and drive 20,000 miles per year. At 3,000-mile intervals, 7 oil changes per year equals $350 at 7,500-mile intervals. 3 oil changes per year equals $150. Annual savings, $200. 10-year savings, $2,000. That's $2,000 for literally doing less maintenance. You're not skipping anything. You're not neglecting your car. You're just following what your car's engineers recommend instead of what the quick lube industry wants. This isn't some fringe theory. This is what the people who built your car are telling you to do when you actually need shorter intervals. Now, I'm not saying everyone can go 7,500 miles. There are legitimate cases where shorter intervals make sense. You should change oil more often if 1. You drive very short trips in cold weather. If your typical drive is under 10 minutes and you live somewhere with freezing winters, your engine never gets fully warm. Condensation builds up in your oil. You might need oil changes every 5,000 miles instead of 7,500. But that's still not 3,000. 2. You actually tow heavy loads regularly. If you're towing a camper every weekend or hauling construction equipment for work, the extra strain generates more heat and stress. You might need 5,000-mile intervals. But if you tow once a year for vacation, you're not in this category. 3. You drive in extremely dusty conditions daily. If you work on construction sites or drive on dirt roads every single day for work. Actual unpaved roads, not occasionally. Dust gets into your oil. You might need shorter intervals. But if you're just commuting to an office on paved roads, you're fine. 4. Your oil life monitor says so. Many modern cars have an oil life monitor that calculates when you need an oil change based on your actual driving. If your car has one, trust it. It's smarter than the sticker. My Honda Civic's oil life monitor never tells me to change oil before 6,000 miles, even with mixed city and highway driving. The key: these conditions might move you from 7,500 miles to 5,000 miles. They almost never justify 3,000 miles with modern synthetic oil. How to check your oil. The best way to know if your oil actually needs changing: check it yourself. Once a month, pop your hood and check your oil. Pull the dipstick. Wipe it clean. Reinsert it fully. Pull it out again. Look at the level. Should be between MIN and MAX marks. Look at the color. New oil. Honey amber. Translucent. At 3,000 miles. Still amber, slightly darker. At 5,000 miles. Brown, still translucent. At 7,500 miles. Dark brown, still liquid. Oil that needs immediate changing. Black and thick like tar. Or milky and foamy. That's a serious problem. See a mechanic immediately. Here's the thing. At 7,500 miles with synthetic oil, your oil will look dark, but it's still protecting your engine perfectly fine. Dark color doesn't mean it's bad. Mechanics love to show you dark oil on the dipstick and say, "See? It needs changing." But dark doesn't mean destroyed. It means it's doing its job, capturing contaminants and keeping them suspended so they don't damage your engine. What to say to mechanics. Next time you get an oil change and they put a 3,000-mile sticker on your windshield, here's what to say. Option 1, polite but firm. My owner's manual says 7,500 miles. Can you put that on the sticker instead? Watch their reaction. Good shops will say sure, bad shops will argue. If they push back, I understand you're recommending 3,000 miles, but my car's manufacturer recommends 7,500. I'm going to follow the manufacturer's recommendation. If they mention severe service, can you show me in my owner's manual where my driving qualifies as severe service? Because I checked and I don't meet those conditions. If they keep pushing, I appreciate your concern, but I'm following my owner's manual. Please update the sticker to reflect that. If they refuse or get aggressive, leave. Find a new shop. Any shop that fights you this hard about following your manufacturer's recommendations is making money off unnecessary services. What to do instead? Find a shop that respects your owner's manual. Tell them up front, I follow my manufacturer's maintenance schedule, not 3,000-mile intervals. Can you work with that? Good shops will say yes and charge you the same price for an oil change every 7,500 miles as they would for every 3,000 miles. The dealer trick. Here's one more thing dealers do to keep this myth alive. When you buy a car, they offer you free oil changes for life, or included maintenance. Sounds great, right? But read the fine print. Free oil changes every 3,000 miles. So you're locked into their outdated service schedule, and you still pay for it. They just built the cost into your monthly payment. Plus, now you're at the dealer every 3 months, and every time you're there, they'll try to upsell you. Your cabin air filter looks dirty, $45. Your brake fluid should be flushed, $120. You need a fuel system cleaning, $150. That free oil change just cost you $315 in upsells. Better option, buy your car. Politely decline the maintenance package. Change your oil every 7,500 miles at an independent shop you trust. Save 1,000%. The bottom line, the 3,000-mile oil change used to be legitimate advice in the 1970s, but technology evolved. Engines got cleaner, oil got better, filters got stronger. By the 2000s, the rule was obsolete. Oil change shops knew this. They had access to the same owner's manuals you do. They saw the recommended intervals increasing, but they made a choice: profit over honesty. They kept the 3,000-mile stickers because every unnecessary oil change was pure profit. Your car's manufacturer, the company that engineered every part of your engine, tells you exactly when to change your oil in your owner's manual. It's almost certainly longer than 3,000 miles. Unless you're truly under severe conditions, and most people aren't, you can safely follow the normal maintenance schedule. That's usually 7,500 to 10,000 miles. What you need to do right now: 1. Find your owner's manual. It's probably in your glove box. If not, Google your car year and model owner's manual, PDF. 2. Turn to the maintenance schedule section. 3. Find the oil change interval for normal service. 4. Write it down. Take a picture. Remember it. 5. Next oil change. Tell them that interval, not 3,000 miles. And 6. If they argue or get defensive, find a new shop. The savings. If you drive 12,000 miles per year and switch from 3,000 mile to 7,500 mile intervals, you save $100 per year. That's $1,000 over 10 years. If you drive 20,000 miles per year, common for people with long commutes for work, you save $200 per year or $2,000 over 10 years. And you're doing absolutely nothing wrong. You're not neglecting your car. You're just following what the manufacturer tells you to do. The 3,000-mile rule was real once, but that was 50 years ago. It's time to stop paying for advice from 1975. In the description below, I've linked to a guide showing the recommended oil change intervals for the top 20 most popular cars in America. I've also included a template letter you can give to your shop explaining that you're following manufacturer recommendations. If this just saved you from a decade of unnecessary oil changes, subscribe. This is True Cost Auto, where we expose the profitable myths mechanics keep pushing. New videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Your car doesn't need an oil change every 3,000 miles. And now you know why they kept telling you it does. See you in the next one.